J Pro 303 channel for another episode of my Moto Gp 26 career mode. And this is episode number 29. We're racing at the Circuit de Barcelona De Catalunya for the running of the second Spanish Grand Prix at the city of Barcelona. It is the second Spanish Grand Prix in episode number 29. If you missed the previous one, episode number 28, it was at the French Grand Prix at Le Mans Bugatti Circuit. Check it out in my live streaming on youtube.com/speedjpo303. And then be sure to subscribe to my channel by clicking on the red bell to your right. And then also you can check on the other streaming links at twitch.tv/speedjpo303 and watch some racing coverage there and follow up there. And if you want to check my AI Giants videos, you can go to TikTok at speedjpo303, Morel Instagram, patreon.com/speedgiantess3, and then also DeviantArt at speedjpo3. It's going to be a clear crystal day here at the Circuit de Barcelona De Catalunya. Ought to be a very good bike race. We're still staying unbeaten with the VR-46 team. We have been 6-0 so far, and we're still keeping our streak alive at 28-0. But can we be 29-0 here at the second Spanish Grand Prix at Barcelona? And remember, the next one will be the Mugello circuit in the Italian Grand Prix. That will be episode number 30 on the next one. But let's see if we succeed a good job here in our second Formula 1 track at Circuit de Catalunya. Let's get ready to roll it away. And we got the second pass this time, but we are confident that we can get the pole position with the minute and 40 if we can do well here. And our teammate Franklin Morbidelli once again has made it into the second qualifying session. And Nina Bassanini and Raul Fernandez have made it in as well. Still struggles with the Abrilias, but hopefully they'll do a good job during the race. And both of the Ducati Running bikes are still doing well. Well, we've been on a vintage mode. It's a little bit of a better season here for racing with the VR. And then in season 3, we'll be going to Aprilia.
The mechanics take the bike out of the pit and the rider is ready to get on the bike.
NASCAR 26 hasn't had much of the Dev Diaries as a preview. They should be able to have one possibly maybe this week. Remember that game comes out within the next month. We're going to try to quickly catch up with the sim racing as much as we can. We're going to do our second season of Formula 1 before NASCAR 26 comes out on September 14th. Well, we got to get a little bit more quicker. had the fastest time out there, and then I lost a lot of time because I hit right into the gravel. I better try this again.
We return with the images from the pit lane where the rider is returning to his pit.
Do it again. Man, I almost fell off on that too. And it was close of being fallen down, but this guy had a little bit too much speed coming off of the final two corners.
The mechanics take the bike out of the pit and the rider is ready to get on the bike.
The first two practices, we had a little bit of glitching issue with the yellow flag coming off of the final corner, but it looks like they've already fixed that problem. Yeah, we don't see any issues coming off of the final corner, so looks like everything is tasting good. Michael Bassetti is now the fastest on the Ducati. Yeah, that was what the time's supposed to be. Yes, it is. 1:39.704. And that was the.
We return with the images from the pit lane where the rider is returning to his pit.
That's where I lost the speed over in that section. But this time it just made it count. And wonderful job that was. We always been running good here at the Circuit de Barcelona. We have Formula One experience here, and we sure do have bike experience. Giattino was 1:40.083.
Let's take a look at the final ranking of the second Moto Gp qualifying session. That's the end of our transmission. We look forward to seeing you for the race.
Giattino's having a very good start of the season so far. For the first 7 races, he has been doing well with the Capsule Honda, so is Luca Marini. And the Ducatis, they've been improving very well. Well, we see the Cassini Racing doing well, 11th and 12th. But no question about it, we are on the pole, and Morbidelli, our teammate, will be in 10th. Ought to be a very good race here at Catalunya, but hopefully there's not going to be many fallouts. Let's hope not.
Good morning from Spain. We're live from the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya. The warm-up session will start very soon, which might give us a glimpse of what kind of power balance there will be in the race in a few hours. There are some threatening clouds hovering over the circuit, but the track conditions are excellent and will most likely stay that way. The team has just finished preparing the bike and the rider is ready to take to the track.
Very forward for the NASCAR 2016 will have to offer. And I'm really going to like this time the pace. NASCAR is back on its heels. It is back on its heels very much. But we got to do something about Indianapolis because that was the only not the sellout crowd that we needed. It did pick up a little bit, but it should have picked up a little bit more. Now we're 2 races away. This weekend's race will be in New Hampshire, and then the last regular season race is going to be at Daytona. Not getting as many views ever since I did this new channel. Ever since I created this backup channel and everything, but I know YouTube has been declining. It's not been as very as popular as it used to be. But they need to do something about it. They need to get rid of the CEO and also get rid of that guideline. And if they did, then maybe my original channel might need to come back. But only this time, I will delete all of the AIs out of the old one. So that way it will stay right on the TikTok, Instagram, and everything else. There's absolutely no reason for that, and also no reason to take out all the models, too.
We're moving on to the pit entrance where the rider seems to have something to discuss with his engineer.
But it's been ridiculous with YouTube if they don't do something to try to retrieve it. But anyway, that was a good warm-up, and it looks like we're ready to be racing our hearts out there here at the Circuit de Catalunya in Barcelona. We'll be able to stay unbeaten at 29-0. And have our 7th race in a row.
The usual warm-up session also ends here. Alongside the images of this session's final ranking, we say goodbye and see you for the race. Don't miss it.
All right, we are set and ready to go for the 2nd Spanish Grand Prix at the Circuit de Catalunya in Barcelona. See how it will prevail out there. See if there will be some surprises and see some rolls, and then maybe less fallout. Let's get ready. And the Spanish crowds are ready. The clouds are going to be gathering up. And it's going to be cloudy out there, so it's going
Greetings
to be
to all
much
from
cooler.
Barcelona in Spain. We're reporting from the
But it's
Catalunya
105
circuit,
degrees on the
where the
track.
fans in the stands are anxiously
The
waiting to
temperature in
see
the
the
air is
riders
normal.
take to the track.
It's a great day for practice.
Just a few more moments
day
and
for
the
the race,
images
but
will
not
take
great
us to the
for the
starting straight
track
for the
sector.
Moto Gp class race.
So we should possibly be able to go with both mediums or maybe or both cars, but we'll see how it encounters. All right, the Circuit de Catalunya Barcelona is ready. Starts again about.
We're moving to the live feed on the starting grid where everything is now ready for the start of the race. The sky is cloudy, but the weather will hold up throughout the race. The circuit should remain dry. The temperature will help consumption levels, with many riders discarding soft tyres and opting for medium tyres on both the front and rear instead.
And Vicente very confident with the Ducati Leno, like he is awfully ready. He's been having a good start so far, a very improved start since he was with the Aprilia racing team. That was a big change of pace. I heard about the news about Connor Zillage going to the Hendrick team in the next year and a half. Remember, he'll be on that team in 2028, not next year, because next year will be Bowman's final season with the Hendrick team, and then he'll be retiring, and then Zillage will be taking over that spot. And that was the biggest breaking news that we have heard, but I don't know why he's going there in 2028, but he is going to be awfully ready to be a breakthrough season in 2028 if he does go there. All right, so we're set and ready to go. Let's see if everybody else is taking the same situation, medium tires on the front and rear, because it's going to be still a hot one out there. But I think the cloudy skies will remain cool, and then at the end it should be out there and cloudy. Gonzalez starting in 20th. Can he move up? Can the Aprilia get out of the struggle and then move up? Well, we think so. Let's see if we can stay unbeaten. Here we go. Episode number 29. It's the second Spanish
The riders are
Grand
ready
Prix
for the
in Barcelona.
start of the Catalunya Grand Prix. The lights are on, and as soon as they go out, all hell will break loose.
All right, we're off. Here we go. At the Spanish Grand Prix in Barcelona. No fall down in the first corner. Not a very typical good start, maybe a standard start, I would say. In that front of the field, we have a lot of angry aggravators, but the leader right now is Giacchino. Oh no, and I should have put the safety down. It does continue on, but that was a nasty fall. Oh, that was almost a fall right there. We could not hit that apex apron right there. They're running in fourth place. I think they may have taken medium and soft tires that front of the field, but we are going to catch up. You got to be careful not to knock down any more riders out there. Right around what a good start this is for Bastianini, the Beast. Trying to get back into beast mode with that KTM Tech 3 bike. Very good braking there. A little bit wobbly. when I closed the gap on both of them. Oh, little wheel touch there by the Acosta. After lap 4. And I still can't believe I didn't get penalized for that. Touching there with Pedro Acosta, but we move up into second. Slow this down a little bit. Got a little bit too fast going into the first corner. I still cannot believe I didn't get a penalty. second fallout of the race. It still keeps on going. Well, our first one was Marco Pacecchi, but he still keeps going. tight battle between me and Giacchino. Oh, we got a great shot because he hit the apex going into that corner, and now we take over the lead here in the Spanish Grand Prix. Up into seventh, he's doing good. So before he want to come back to the Aprilia. Penalty for Albuquerque. That is going to be the second DNF for and third DNF. Not a good season so far for Alandura. Behind that LCR. job defending over Pedro Acosta. When 2027 comes along with these new bikes, and hopefully we have a 2027 game, the new bikes are going to be excellent. They say they're going to be lighter weight bikes. They will run faster than normal. Pedaling away. Fast Stevie's still having a great run. Still a long while for Anita Bastianini, but can he hold on to it for 24 laps? After 12, we're in the halfway point of this race. After 12 to 24 laps. Start the second season of the Formula One by Team Jacob Palermo. Episode number 25 at the Australian Grand Prix. Up at 2.7 seconds over Giattino. Well, in the first corner, we did have a couple of off-track excursions, but we still are holding on. top 10. Morbidelli's now moved up to P5. I went too fast. I don't know what happened there. Oh, darn.
The red flag is being waved after a serious crash on the track. The officials have no choice but to stop the race. This long race weekend also comes to a close with the end of the Moto Gp race. All we can do is to see the race ranking together. See you in a moment for the podium ceremony.
Oh, that is the second time we have had a red flag, and now the race is over with about 6 laps remaining, because 3 riders had fell down, and then I even fell down right at the end of it. I couldn't believe I fell down at the end of it. Man, I had almost nearly a perfect race over here, and then 3 riders fell down on the second turn that I just fell down as well, and then now the race is over. And then Fabio Fiatino finishes in second, as Nini gets a podium, he gets in third, and then Morbidelli finishes in fourth. Well, remember, these were the riders that went down, and oh, what a tough break for Luca Marini. And Marini was doing a very good job, and then he fell down. Man, he blew it all away. And Jorge Martinez fell down, but then he continued on, and then went down into 13. Daniel Gonzalez got a top 10. I cannot believe it. So the race ends on lap 18 of 24 laps. There was only about 6 laps remaining. Yeah, there's a couple of the off-track excursions that we had. Yeah, look at the little section that I had with Pedro Acosta. It was really a perfect race, but overall it was a great race at the Spanish Grand Prix. But I cannot believe I fell down in that first corner. And then after that, and then a few seconds later, 3 riders fell down on that same corner that I fell down. And then the race came to an end. Well, there was a lot of safety problems. Remember, we had a terrible bike crash in real life. And that was Marquez was really knocked down. There was a near fatal incident, but he kept himself alive and thanks to those safety equipment on the bike suit with the airbags. And I could have won it. I could have won it anyway if I had to fall down. And then a few seconds later, 3 riders fell down, and then they put red flag the race, and the race was over. So we stay unbeaten at 29-0, and we get our 7th win in a row for the VR-46 racing team. What a good job for Giattino finishing in second, and then Snidi gets his first podium of the season with the Tech 3 KTM. He finishes in third. So we finished at about 4.8 seconds after 18 of 24 laps. We still lead the point standings by about 113 over Diego Moretta, who's having a great second season so far, and Pecco Bagnaia third, and then Fabio Giattino continues to rebound and moves up into fourth, and Luca Marini rounds up the top 5, while Vicente and Marquez fell down 6 and 7. So we lead 107 over Castro Honda with 118. We have 225 points. Ducati drops to third with 113. Aprilia at fourth, and Gresini Racing in fifth. So we still lead the point standings in the constructors by 78 over Honda, 97, and McRae drops to third with 95. Let's go ahead.
The cameras are taking us into Park Ferme to the race winner, who is rightly celebrating with his mechanics. If he continues like this, it will be difficult for his rivals to catch up with him.
If you see the race end early like this. Man, this is perhaps the shortest bike race that we have had here with the Spanish Grand Prix.
We are picking up again live from the track where the first three riders have just arrived on the podium for the award ceremony. We've seen a very exciting race, and these riders deserve all the love from the fans.
Well, our next testing is going to be at the Autodromo Brno in Czech Republic. What improvements that we need to do. We still have to work on our aero to get to keep the bike from sliding like that. Work on our aerodynamics. Yeah, we're going to improve in the aerodynamic mode, so that way we can get that settled. And the electronics. Okay, we're going to take a look at the other standings. So a great job at the Spanish Grand Prix at Barcelona. Let's take a look at the Moto 2 standings. Man, Hagato's having a great time so far with the VDS. With Munoz second, Adrian Fernandez third, David Alonso fourth, and Vieta fifth. And then the VDS racing team leading by 20 over CDF Aspar. And coming right back at it with 175, and then Red Bull Racing third, Red Bull KTM fourth, and then L-Trans Racing Team moves up into fifth. And Alvo Carpi also has 170 points, 63 over Almasa. Morelli is in third, Perron fourth, and then Munoz fifth. Ford Motorsport still having a huge start this season over Red Bull KTM. They're just commanding this race this season. And Liquid Ronnie Dalibal third, CFO of the Aspar fourth, and then ATM second three rounds up the top five. And we had a near perfect race, but it was a very, very good one. And we should have had a perfect race. And after the red flag came, the race was shortened, and that's the second time this season in the Moto Gp 26 game that we've had a shortened race. And now this time it happened at the Spanish Grand Prix at Barcelona. But hopefully everybody will calm down in the next one in episode number 30 when we go to the Italian Grand Prix in Mugello. So that will do it for our bike racing coverage, and thank you so much for watching on the Speed JPO 303 channel. We have to stay unbeaten at 29-0, and we win our 7th in a row with the VR-46 racing team. But hopefully we keep our fingers crossed in the next one and have less or no fallouts when we go to the Mugello circuit at the Italian Grand Prix. Thank you so much for watching. We'll have the Season 2 beginning tomorrow in Formula 1 at the Australian Grand Prix. 2 new drivers with Russell and Carlos Sainz, the Mercedes team, and it's going to be ready to be unbeaten and pounce it out. Goodbye for now then. See you then into the next one.